Hello. So I was like I said, just kind of want to do a video. I guess this is not necessarily informative, but I think it's kind of time for me to like invest in another hero, and because I have like resource and stuff, like so we're at the point like I said. So in Ascension, like right, we have right. I said Aurora is almost max. Like so, I just need say crystals are easier to get than insignias. So I just need like one more of the top insignia, like but use my second strength hero, like in right, we're just kind of keeping these here. Like, actually, we can do another level on him here. But look at that, he's 5th rank now. But and then he needs the higher crystals too. So we'll hold those off for Aurora. But like I said, so I have 2 strength heroes on rank 5. And like I said, we actually could do this, but we'll probably wait till after the reset for the next week because I want to get the rewards for leveling these. But so we're kind of like, we have a bunch of heroes who are like fully maxed or near max, or at least on tier 5 4, right? So, Isaac, he needs the same resources as Bastion, right? But these are the only 2 heroes I have strength, so I actually have a lot of lower, so I don't need like the lower tier strength crystals anymore, and I haven't picked another like strength hero to go with. Like first I would be like Anvari, because Anvari's good. The problem is because I have like 2k of the lower red crystal. The problem with Anvari though is he's another support hero, and boy, the support stuff is being. I have like so many support heroes. We're starting to work on Nebula, right? We have like, but I need all these insignias for Sebastian, and then Isaac and Nebula, right? Anvari be another hero wanting all these support resources, so I kind of don't want to do Anvari, even though I have a lot of strength resource. So I'm kind of trying to figure out, like, I mean, I actually like Zeri, but Zeri's too bad as a terrible hero, so unfortunately, it doesn't make a lot of sense to invest resources into Zeri. Galahad, right, he has potential. I mean, problem is if his ult does not buff armor or magic defense or anything, it buffs physical attack, which I think is probably the main thing that keeps him back. He does have some potential versus the guild raid boss, but this comes back to, like, is there another hero who's better that it is strength based? And I'm trying to, like I said, Rufus maybe, or Luther. All right, these guys can be okay. Like Luther is pretty good. There's Cleaver. Haven't even invested in Cleaver. Like I said, there's right, and Rufus has some use as niche uses, but I kind of like starting to think into lean towards Corvus. The problem with Corvus is that he's kind of squishy on the high levels, but he does okay as like a secondary tank to behind Aurora. Like there's only like 3 heroes in the hero game that are in front of him, but like if you go to guild raid, we've had some people in my guild use Corvus behind Aurora for some decent damage. Like I had a pretty bad week this week. I said I had a pretty bad like rolls and didn't do so well this week. Most weeks I get close to like 30 million. Like I said, I do like 20 million to the 160 boss, but the 160 boss is pretty tough. And I've seen, right, like I said, it's like in some, like I said, I usually do my first 4 teams versus the 150 boss, and then do the last one like, versus the 160 boss. But I did really badly versus 160 boss because the 160 boss is pretty tough. But like I said, I was watching Line, like this happens a lot. He uses Corvus here. His Corvus isn't that fill out, but he gets pretty good. That's what I think. I think this was on the 150 boss, but Corvus has like this potential for damage behind Aurora. Is because right, rather than trying to tank himself, you can then just put Albus Patron on him rather than Oliver Patron. If you're trying to tank him, you probably want Oliver, but if you have Albus on him, he'll do a lot more pure damage, and then you see, look at that pure damage just starts going way up. Right, like I said, I've seen Corvus Aurora lines do okay in like Guild Wars and Arena and stuff. Right, like I said, Corvus as himself is kind of unimpressive as a main tank, but as a secondary tank, I think he has potential. Like I said, remember, these heroes are way underdeveloped outside of Aurora on this team, but Corvus did quite a bit of damage with his altar here behind Aurora. Like, you can't use Corvus as a main tank in the guild raid either because he will die really quickly. But behind Aurora, who is one of the good tanks for this event, right, Corvus can do quite a bit, and I was kind of thinking, maybe Corvus can help me get to a bit more damage for my guild, help me squeeze out, like, but also like allow me to like have like another hero to invest stuff in. He doesn't need, like I said, he doesn't have a lot of skins. He only really has 1 skin that's really needed. Where's Corvus? He's way down here. Like, his strength is not a very good stat for him. Doesn't do a lot for him. So you really just need to max out the strength skin here. Sorry, physical attack doesn't do a lot. You just need the strength to help his health. He has artifacts. I have plenty of stuff for artifacts. If I want to max out artifacts, I can definitely max out artifacts pretty quickly. We have lots of these things as well. So I could definitely max out artifacts on a hero. I do have runes for glyphs that I could put in him. Like, it's like, I hoard all this stuff because you never know when you need a new hero. But I haven't really invested in him. I mean, I guess we've maxed out we put some points in here since we got some free points. Let's just use them. But like I said, we can definitely have, like I said, I have enough runes. I could probably max out most of these glyphs. Probably at least 4 of them. Maybe 4 of them. I could probably max out 4 of these glyphs. Right? Like I said, we could probably skip the physical attack one and do that one last and do the rest of them. But I was kind of thinking like which other heroes like I could invest in. He has some potential. Tristan, he's also a strength hero. He's the other one we would be looking at. But because he does do okay damage behind Aurora, but I don't know. I've not been too impressed with him. Especially I have Isaac invested in now. So that's the other hero like that might have potential. So I'm kind of leaning on Corvus. Then Corvus does pure damage, so it's like kind of like use him as like a DPS behind Aurora. That's always been like Corvus has good DPS potential. Like as a tank, he disappoints. Like they keep giving these physical attack skins. They need to give him armor or another health skin. Health is actually the most important stat for him because of Alter Stolas is based on health. So health is the most important stat for him. But like I said, Corvus, I do like the potential of Corvus. I do have Morgan actually with some investment in. Never finished Morgan. I was doing a lot of work on Morgan for how guild raids came by. Right. I do have, like I said, it's like, and this is once you get to Orange, it starts to take time. Like I probably have enough items to take Corvus to Violet 3 pretty easily. But it's just really, like I said, I'm just trying to figure out like where to invest resources. Like I said, because I do have enough for probably one hero to really take in one more hero pretty far. And like I said, it makes most sense for a strength hero just because I have so many low red crystals. I could probably take a tank to tier 3 pretty quickly right now because I have, let's see. Oh, it doesn't show me. I'll have to go look at my consumables here. Or are they consumables? Maybe they're not in the consumables. The equipment. Oh, they're under equipment. Like I said, we have a lot of the lower resilience signals. So I have enough resources to probably take a tank to tier 2, almost tier 3 probably. I said, I don't have a whole lot of these second tier crystals, so tier 2. I could take a hero to tier 2. Like a tank hero to tier 2. I don't have a lot of these ones though. But so that's kind of why I'm thinking like a tank hero rather than like a support hero. I think Tristan's a warrior, so I do have warrior stuff too. So that'd be like the other one we could look at. So it's kind of, trying to figure out where I want to invest in. And if like holding on to resources, like you never know, like when they're going to release new heroes, like they release a hero about 3 times a year. So we probably won't see another new hero till like, late summer, fall time. So they're probably not going to dump a new hero anytime soon since we just got a new hero, Amira, who, like I said, I don't think I need to invest too much into her right now. She's okay, but she's, like I said, she's okay. She's actually a pretty good magic DPS, but I don't really need another magic DPS right now. So we're kind of just like said, maybe Corvus can open some things up, or maybe I'm just like, trying to figure out which one's going to help me the most. And like I said, I mean, I have Aurora, I have Ju. It's kind of like there's not a lot of strength heroes I really need outside of that. So it's kind of like, what do I want to spend my resources on? Because I got skin stones, right? I got, like I said, don't have a lot of strength skin stones, but like I said, Corvus doesn't have a lot of skins. So I think that's kind of part of the appeal is I wouldn't need to really invest in skins. Could just do a strength skin and call it good. I do have some of these boxes, not a lot, but like I said, that's part of why I'm leaning to Corvus, just because I think he'd take the least resources, at least be useful for like guild raids or something. Maybe like some niche uses in like Guild Wars or something. Well, though pretty much just use 7 heroes in Guild Wars. Like I said, and the biggest, limiting factor like is Right, so I used pretty much just 7 heroes in Guild Wars. I either use Arachnamaya. Let's go to normal team though first. Like I said, I either use the twins or I use like Arachnamaya Lions. You're pretty much those 7 heroes. I get most of my wins with just those 7 heroes. Defense, I might mix it up. Right, this week I did like this, which is not necessarily a great defensive team, but it got me a couple wins because I think people weren't expecting it. But you can do stuff like that. But so I don't know how much I would actually use Corvus like outside of guild raids. But it's kind of why I'm not sure which hero to invest in, and I could just keep hoarding this stuff. But I kind of do want to start working on like another project hero. Like I said, we got Nebula to red rank. We're working on her equipment. But after I'm done with Nebula, it's like, yeah, I don't know who I'm gonna go towards next. So I'm kind of just looking for my next project hero. Anyway, just thought I said, thought some of you guys might find a video like this to be fun and informative. Thank you for watching.